Hello and thank you for joining us again on the channel and to another Blackpool vlog where we're going to be taking you down North Pier. But before we do, make sure you are subscribed to the channel by hitting that subscribe button, and why not hit the notification button as well so you know when our videos come live on our YouTube channel. Anytime that you've enjoyed this video, hit that like button so we and other people know that you've enjoyed this video. And why not join us again on Friday as we are live on the channel for Friday Night Live here on the Fylde Coast. Yes, thank you for joining us here on the channel once again for another in Blackpool video. This time we are going to be taking you down Blackpool's longest and oldest pier here, which is the North Pier. Not as many attractions on this pier as the other piers, but they do have a traditional double-decker carousel just at the end of the pier down there that we are going to be taking you on. We're also going to take a look around the whole pier, including the sunset lounge at the bottom and a few other little things. So let's go. Right, let's take a walk down the pier of the North variety for today to conclude our 3 pier series. Nice bit of entertainment going on over there, which is the old, is the Merry England bar. I think I know who the guy is that's playing the music. I've just messaged someone to see if it is them. If it is, shout out to you guys. But let's go, let's take you down the pier. We are at the front here. It's quite noisy actually because they've got Derby racing in the pier arcade. Listen to that music. I love it. You get that real arcade feel as well. And there's the entrance to the pier as well. So just like the other piers, the track and trace system is in place, where it's not mandatory to do it, but you can do it if you wish. But they have got a nice little one-way system down here, arrows on the floor both sides. Done a good job with this. I remember when I did a video a few weeks back, we were stood down there and we discussed about this area, and I said a contraflow system would work, and look at that. Perfectly working system that they've got here, as it's only one-sided pier, where the other two you can enter both sides of the pier. And they've got a little map here that tells you how to go up and down the pier. So you go on the right hand side down, as you can go all the way down to the sunset lounge as well, so that's nice to see. And it also tells you where all sanitisation points are, so they've done a good job on the pier to make sure everything is safe down here. It's a nice little map actually to tell you where everything is. Oh, this is really good history, I forgot to mention this last time. Sooty, this is the birthplace of Sooty. Sooty was bought on North Pier. Literally just, I think it was that shop over there, if I remember rightly. And Sooty has been an icon since, all these days, with Matthew Corbett, Richard Cadell, obviously Harry Corbett as well. But a little bit of information there of Sooty, which is nice. And you may have seen illuminations. There's a Sooty illumination just by Coral Island, and also up by the big illuminations by Bisping. Box office here. This used to be an arcade, an old penny arcade. Not anymore, unfortunately, but it did used to be. Talking a few years ago. Also, they've got a lot of information on here of past history as well, all the way to the current day. Lots of little things on here. They have got a family bar here, which is quite busy. A lot of people going, oh, they've got a little Sooty machine there. Oh, look at this. Awesome. Social distancing in place as well. So, Prosecco and champagnes, gin and Prosecco. It's a bar basically. We'll just take you down here before we take you down the pier itself. I'll show you the train as well. So the arcade exit is there as well, so you can come out of the arcade too. I think whilst you're on the pier, oh no, it is an exit, it does say exit only. One-way system. It's the same as the other 2 piers. You exit out the back, an entrance around the front. Down here, a nice little cafe called North Garden Cafe. Wow, look at that. I can't say the word, is it floral? Apologies if I get that wrong, it's so floral. Also a nice little outdoor terrace there. I don't think that's available today because it has been raining, although the sun is starting to shine, which is nice as well. Yeah, and toilets. So let's take you down the pier itself. You may have seen a few different vlogs of North Pier showing you what is down here. We'll try and avoid repeating all that. We've got our own little things to have a look and explore, so hopefully this will be slightly different to any other North Pier vlogs you may have seen. Of course, the train, old train tracks below that wood there. I believe they're still there actually, but there is an actual land or road train that comes up and down here. We'll see that. In fact, it's on its way back, and it goes on this wooden plank, sort of reinforced. The north of Blackpool, way down there, right in the far distance, you can see the cabin, which is also where it sticks out, the old boating lake, which is now Formula Cart, Metro Hotel there, and the I can never say that word, but I'll have it appear on the screen of what that's actually called. I can never say the word. But loads of hotels down there as well, including Cliffs Hotel a bit further beyond there. You got the Grand Hotel as well. Here's the little train. Literally is little as well. It's so quiet as well. It's an electric train. It's actually electric. Very good. Looking south, you can see the Pleasure Beach in the far distance. Central Pier, which is in front of us currently, well, whilst I'm filming, closed due to the fire recently. But the pier will be back. They will be back very soon. The arcade is actually open, and then just beyond that distance is South Pier. A few people on the beach as well. I've mentioned a lot about sandbanks in some of the videos. You can see where the sandbanks form, and you can see where the cut-off points are as well. So if you're ever on this beach, be careful when the tide comes in. It is currently going out, and a lot of water gets trapped under this pier as well. If you've seen any of my lives, we did a live where I tried to cross that. Got a bit wet doing that. Oh, stood on a shell. And then in the centre as well, they have these nice little flower pots, opened in 1863. If I get my maths right, that's 157 years ago. And on the side of them as well, I just noticed as well, we've got little memorials of different people as well. North Pier Pavilion architect is on that one. I've just seen the creator of Sooty on another one. Same guy there. Down here, yeah, it is the oldest pier of the three, and also the longest pier of the three. We'll take you right down to the end, so you'll see the length of the three piers. As we get to the bottom, you can see it. If you're at the end of South Pier, you can see this pier sticking out as well. Yeah, I've got little ice cream stalls as well, little seating areas if you need them, and get your slush on there. They've got Vimto slush and unicorn slush. Now, like I said before, least amount of attractions on here for North Pier, but they do have rides. A nice old traditional plane ride on here, which has probably come from the other piers a few years ago. I might be wrong in that. I should know this sort of thing, but I don't. And then there's the Helter Skelter. This is the same Helter Skelter that they've got on Central Pier. Completely the same one. Not exactly the same one, but the same type, but not currently open at this moment in time. I've had a lot of questions about North Pier and its theatre. Theatre's just over here, as you may have seen it as we're walking down here. And they've got an open terrace down here. And of course, not forgetting the old traditional double-decker carousel. And for £2 a go, that's a really good bargain, if I'm honest with you. We are going to take you on there. Someone's waving away. We are going to take you on there very shortly, as it's been so long since we've done that. We'll take you on there very shortly. More heritage down here. This is the theatre. So if you've ever remembered a series called Blackpool, which starred David Tennant, a few other people, Sarah Parish, I think she's called. They filmed some of that on this pier, and they filmed that in here as well. I enjoyed that series. I think it was on for a 6-part series on the BBC, based around the Blackpool area. They filmed all over Blackpool, including the Tower, the Pleasure Beach. Lucky Star Arcade was also featured on there, but they filmed on here as well towards the end of the series. There's also a spin-off of that, which I don't think really took off, but if you've not seen Blackpool, which was done by the BBC featuring the famous David Tennant, do watch it. It has a bit of, not a gambling aspect, but it's about a casino and the way Blackpool was sort of trying to be imaged back in those days of, I think it was filmed about 2004 or thereabouts. Also a lot more heritage facts on there. We will come back against here. There is a very lovely sunset lounge which gets absolutely battered in our Blackpool storms, which is so unfortunate. We'll try and take you in there, but you can see obviously a few panes of glass missing. We had a really bad storm a little while ago, and it absolutely destroyed this lounge, and you know, it must be very hard to upkeep such a place, but it's an open roof anyway, so it's not actually roofed, but it's a very nice thing. We'll have a look in there after. But I know at the bottom there's a stage door. We're taking you to the very end of the pier. This is the longest pier, like I mentioned before. As you can see, Central Pier being the shortest. As you can see, South Pier very prominently in the distance there. Also on here you do get these, which are all memorial locks, but also people have them for other reasons as well. Some have been here for a long time, but also this pier used to go even further down there. It used to go a good few meters long, which used to be a helicopter pad down there. They used to do pleasure flights in Blackpool, and they used to go from here all the way down the prom towards Southport in the distance and then back again. Unfortunately, in a storm in the late 90s, that got destroyed. Yeah, so that was an unfortunate tale of events. I do remember it quite vividly, but yeah, I mean, it was an extension of the pier and it took it away. I don't know if you can see that seagull, it's got something in its mouth. You can also see people in the sea as well. Weather today doesn't look that good that way, but there's a lot of blue sky that way. I'll take you over there actually, because you can see South Cumbria again, South Lakes, right in the distance there. You might not pick it up, I hope you can, but right in the far distance there is the Lake Districts. We've had a lot of clearer weather lately to be able to keep seeing that. Again, you can see North Wales as well. So that's the end of the pier there. A nice little area to sit. It's been redecked a few years ago. Nice little benches there as well, and you can see quite a distance out there. You can see the wind farms quite well as well. Let's take you over to the Sunset Lounge, which is just over here. It's quite loud, so I'm not going to take you right in, but it's all spaced out, have deck chairs. Of course, it doesn't cost anything to come in here, get yourself a drink, which is operated just over there. And then you can see the musician playing around there, and you can have a little dance if you wish, or kids playing around there as well, but very well separated. And just as you can see, the train's back. So that train operates all the way from where the arcade is and comes all the way down to here. I'll try and grab the prices of that after when we go back to the other side. But yeah, you can do that. Some of the music that you hear is actually recognisable from the Blackpool Tower Ballroom, because they play similar music. Also has the same organ, should we say, as well. The thing about the piers and North Pier is no different are these little boards that you can do. The Richard and Judy one. But yeah, lovely little area to sit if you're down here, get yourself a pint. Or whatever you drink, and just have a relaxing time. When the sun is out down here, it's beautiful down here. You can just sit there and the sun blazing down, or if you want to shade a little bit, they are darkened a little bit, the glass. And they also have an indoor section as well here, which has got a bit of a queue. But it's all part of the same bit, but you can sit inside there too. Like I say, there's another one of those boards. Sausage shop. Now this is interesting, it says there, Great Yarmouth's famous tram. So it's an actual tram cart that's saying from Great Yarmouth. Don't know much history about it. If you know any history about this, please let us know in the comments below. That's very intriguing actually. It is an actual sausage cart. Do hot dogs and burgers. Ah, there we go. Carousel Fumbly Bar is there as well. And then of course, this amazing double-decker carousel. I'll take you on this. There we go, we're going to take you on here. Like I say, this is £2 a go and they've got a different variety. We've got the horses. You can sit in a rocking car if you want, or you can go upstairs and sit on a bench. You don't have to sit on a horse, or you can go in this and spin yourself, and you get a lovely view as well as we go round. And we're going to take you on this horse here, if I can get on it. we've done carousels many times on the channel of the Piers, and here I am on here, sat ready to go. This is £2 a ride, which is really nice, and you get some nice traditional music as well. So it's a bit weird that I'm actually doing a ride without Theo, if I'm honest with you. If you've not checked out our rides that we do on the piers, do check them out. We've done obviously Central Pier and South Pier as well, and now North Pier to box all that off. This horse is high up, because I'm so fat, it's pushing it down and making the thing move. How embarrassing. Right, we'll take you on this amazing double-decker traditional carousel. Oh, here we go. Oh, we get some we get some good rocking on here. Show you the view as we go round on the other side, and you can get some good views from up above. But looks over to the south of Blackpool, just all the way over there. So there's the thing you can spin yourself on. I think you can still spin yourself. And upstairs as well. So this is all good for all ages on here. Like I say, there is a few things. They've got a bench there if you want to just sit down and go round, or if you've got a small child, you can sit as a family in one of these spin cars. Like I say, they've got little swing benches upstairs just there, and little horses, they move as well. But also you've got these rock horses where you can rock them yourself. So if you want a nice steady pace and not into this up and down, there is a few of them that do that as well. Not all of them do it. In fact, the centre horse over there doesn't move either. So there's a few rocking horses if you want to do a nice rockabye. So it's all classes are the same price, all for £2 each. And as it comes to a stop now, just over 3 minutes you get on this, which is nice little Nice little carousel ride. Definitely, if you're down here, do get on here and have a nice little traditional ride on the traditional carousel. Awesome. There we go, that was the veteran carousel as it's called here on North Pier. 3-minute ride. Really good for £2, very traditional and all for all ages, whether you want to just sit down or sit down or sit down basically, but if you want to get on a horse you can do. Loads of capacity on this as well, which is great, and they have got the sanitised points over there, and a running system of 1 in and 1 out as well, so all very good. And all enclosed inside this unit, again, has been here for a number of years, as you can see there as well. So we're going to start heading back towards the shore itself, back to the start of the pier. We'll head down on the right hand side this time should I say. Get a great view. This is one of the best views of Blackpool, in my opinion. You get an amazing shot here. You're probably seeing it right now. You get the tower, you get the pier, Central Pier's big wheel, you get South Pier in the distance, the Pleasure Beach, the Ice Blast, and if you're lucky you can get Southport as well. It's the best view of Blackpool, and it's on North Pier, and that has been my thought for some time, especially in the summer season down here as well. You get some amazing views, and obviously with the curvy shoreline that we have as well as the shopping area, and of course the historic building of the Blackpool Tower there too. These little kiosks are still here after all these years. Unfortunately not all of them are taken. That one's empty at the moment, but there is 4 of these, and they're opposite each other. There's another 2 just down there. We've passed them already. Back in the day they used to be full of a variety of fudge, rock, souvenirs. That's what I think they still do. I mean, that one's still a little box shop, and you've got the ice cream shop. This one's down here is fudge as well, so they've got traditional stuff on North Pier. So we head down here. I was just speaking to the guy who runs the train actually. It's completely electric. They've had it for 4 years, and I think, if I remember rightly, it runs on 6 industrial batteries. It's done them well for 4 years, and it's a beautiful little electric train, and something that is very, very rare to come across. It does have an extra carriage which is tucked away in the carousel at the moment, just to as they don't require it at the moment, but they can add an extra carriage, and that's what they've got. Like I say, that goes up and down the train, or the track. It has as well. A beautiful little train. Oh, if you ever see these on the pier, that's because of the seagulls. The seagulls pick them up off the beach. That's what they're all doing now. When they find one that's got something inside it, they will fly with it, drop it to break open the shell, and that's what they do. So if you might actually get hit by one if you're unfortunate enough. I suppose it's better than being targeted by poo, which does happen. If unfortunately, it happens everywhere. If you go to any seaside resort, seagulls are always there, and they're always going to be. It's always part of a seaside tradition to have seagulls anyway. Yeah, there's a train back in the station. Amazingly, it is £1 per person just to go to the other side, which I was expecting it to be 2. It's £2 if you want to do both ways, but that's not bad actually. £1 per person to do that. Yeah, very impressed with that. So we've come back into the end of the pier. Again, following the one-way system as they've got in place. Family amusements up there. Again, you do need to go round to go into there. Well, quite a lot of things in there. They do have bowling. I'm not too sure if that's on though. They've got your 2p pushes, your cranes, your video games, air hockey, things like that really. So another family amusement that you can go to. Can't sit on here unfortunately. I think it's mainly because this is the main walkway, so it keeps the contraflow system clear. This area, and I'm talking traditionally years ago, was always full of people on here as well. So yeah, correct me if I'm wrong, but I remember years ago used to be people piled on these seats all the way down, eating fish and chips, ice creams. Again, more little memorials underneath as well. Well, there we go, that's North Pier done, and that concludes our 3 piers that we've now done for our Blackpool vlogs, although 2 of them are our main traditional vlogs that we do. Do check them out. We have done Central Pier a couple of weeks ago, so do check that out. They'll be in the description below, and we've also done South Pier too, mainly for rides, but you can also see what is on there. We're just on the front again of North Pier. There is a few stores here. You got your donuts, they do waffles and pancakes, which is something that's quite more common these days. You got your palmist over there too, as well as your rock shops. Again, I've mentioned about the arcade, it's one way in there, but you can come out that way. They've got a rule on here that you have to be 16 to go in there unless you're with a parent. So you can go in under the age of 16, but you have to be with an adult. But yeah, that's it. Obviously I've showed you the Merry England bar, but thank you for joining us here on the channel for North Pier. Something different, not the usual kind of vlogs we do for piers, but as a Blackpool vlog, it's definitely something we definitely wanted to bring to the channel. I hope you've enjoyed here. Trams are back, by the way. By the time this vlog's out, they're about out already now, and not a lot happening obviously with the trams because they're not out and about today. It is Saturday the 18th today, but trams are back Sunday, so trams are back, and I know a lot of people have been asking about it and excited today. I'm sure there'll be a few videos out of that soon. If you have enjoyed this video, do give it a like. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, then please do by subscribing. Also follow us on our socials, which is Instagram, which is ptvlogs_UK, and our Facebook, which is ptvlogsuk as well. You can also follow us on our Twitter, which is ptvlogs_ as well. Hope you've enjoyed this. I've enjoyed it. I know it's not a big long vlog and I've been doing it myself, but for a Blackpool vlog I've enjoyed it. But before we go, we're going to leave you with this guy here who is I do know who he is actually. He's one of my friend's dad, so we're going to leave you with some of his fantastic playing that he's currently doing in the background. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you in another Blackpool vlog. Take care, have a great week.
Longest Pier.